What up, world? It's your homeboy WordPlay TJ, and I'm back with another video for you. This time around, I'm going to show you the links tool on Submithub. Stay tuned. Alright, so if you aren't familiar with smart links, they are a tool that artists can use in order to share their music, their social media pages, their merch, whatever it is that they want to send fans to. And for me, I've been using smart links for a very long time. It's a good alternative to your website, so people on social media can go and quickly reference one of your pages that you want to send them to. And I think it's been a great tool for musicians and their marketing. So the short story is, a long time ago, I was using Smart URL, but then Smart URL got bought up by Linkfire. And that is the problem that I ran into. I was grandfathered into a Linkfire account, but then after a few years, Linkfire started charging for their service. And so I started looking for a new tool that I could use for free. And that's where one of my favorite websites, Submithub, had a tool available for me. And so now that I have a solution to my problem, I'm going to show you how I use the tool, what are some of the features, and how you can use it in order to market your music. So one of the first features I want to show you is the landing page. Let's go ahead and hop to the computer to take a look. All right, as you can see, I am currently on Submithub's website. I am in the links section, which is on the left-hand side of this panel. You can click on links and you are able to go in and create a new link. And currently this this tool is free. And as you can see, I've been using this since September last year. Currently have 1,300 views, 295 conversions, and my conversion rate my click-through rate actually is 21%. So let's go ahead and look at some of these features. So as you can see, here's the link right here. Here's the share tool. I can archive, trash, duplicate, and test my meta pixel. We'll talk about that in a different section. So as you can see, my smart link has a picture at the beginning. I wanted to show a picture of me performing. This is about 10 years ago. I don't recommend using an old picture like I'm doing. Probably a new picture would be better. I'm just trying to spend some time rebranding. And so I put this picture up in interim. There is my name. I make music for the underdog. I'll show you how to edit all of this stuff. My mail list is at the top of the page. I want people to be able to do that first. Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, my arch enemy, and then bands in town if people want to see me live. I can also include merch in here, but I didn't want to add too many links. I didn't want people to have choice fatigue by looking at these features, so I chose not to add a lot of choice to this page. If people want to go listen to me somewhere else, obviously they can search me up on their favorite app, but I don't need to have an exhaustive list of links. So let's go to the edit tab and see how these features work. So you can do this. It's either a landing page like I just showed you, or you can do a focused redirect. So you can redirect people directly to a page. They recommend that if you do a redirect, you do not do that while doing ads because they cannot track the conversions very well. And so that's something that they warn against. And as you can see, I have all of my links here. You can actually retitle your links. You can add a new subtitle to every one of your links. And then you can simplify that link. So centered without a logo or a button. So it said in order for me to use the simple link feature, I need to create a title of the link. So I'm going to just say join my mail list. And then hit save and then take a look at what it looks like. Join my mail list. All right, so it's big, centered, in the middle, kind of like that. I like the logos for the other ones, so I'm not gonna make that change. I actually might just move See Me Live to the top and do the same thing. Okay, so there's not a lot to see here on this particular page. I did make an adjustment to my YouTube link. I wanted people to be able to subscribe to my YouTube right away. And so I just added sub_confirmation =1 plus this question mark to the end of my link, and that takes people to an automatic subscription, and and a button pops up whenever they go to the YouTube page. So let's take a look at the style. So obviously I added my picture there. The color theme for me is light. You could do dark for other people. You can change the background color and all this other stuff, but I wouldn't bother with that unless you are doing some very focused branding and want to make sure that you have that branding intact. So as you can see here at my social media pages, I've added a bunch of them up there, and then they show on my page. And they say that you can add audio as well, but because I'm running Facebook ads, they say if you're running ads, you shouldn't include audio because it will reduce conversions. Obviously, that's because people are busy, and if they hear the audio, they're not encouraged to go listen to it somewhere else, right? Especially if they don't like what they hear. Like I said before, having a smart link sort of supplants using a custom domain from your own website, that type of thing. But you can use a custom domain from your website if you wanted to. So if I wanted to, I could change this to like music.wordplaytj.com, and I would have to go through a bunch of steps in order to do that. Haven't chosen to do that yet, and so I'm going to keep it like it is so far. Okay, so now that we've seen the landing page, let's go ahead and take a look at the Meta Pixel feature. All right, so like I said, I promised we talk about the Facebook Pixel, and that is very important. And so what I've done is I've included a Facebook Pixel, and because I'm running ads to this smart link, I also want to run ads to people that view the smart link later on in order for them to join my mail list. So I want to do a campaign of people seeing my music first. They click through to other music pages like YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. And then after they click through, I can retarget those people with the Meta Pixel. So as you can see, I've included that data here. I've set it up to where I can see a page view, which is when they load the page for the link. And then I can also see view content, which is when they click an event in the link. And so I've added these labels so that when I see them on the other side in my ads manager, then I can go ahead and make sure that I collect a list of those individuals, or at least a count of those individuals that have either seen the page or viewed the content for retargeting later on. And I think that is the primary and major benefit to creating that Meta Pixel. It is very important to have this included in there, especially if you have enough budget to run ads on Meta. Before we move on to the last feature, I want to let you know that you can get 10% off of using Submithub whenever you are promoting your new single or album to playlists or to curators for your marketing. So you can try out Submithub right now and get a discount on promoting your latest song. So the last feature I want to show you are the analytics. Let's go ahead and jump to the computer and take a look again. The last section is the analytics, and I'm going to take you through some of the things. Obviously, I've already talked about the overview, the views total, the conversions, and the click-through rate currently. And I think this is a pretty darn good click-through rate. I don't know what the average is. I'm not sure what they would say is best, but I'm pretty impressed with that click-through rate at the moment, especially knowing click-through rates from like email and other sources are not that great. So for the last 30 days, I have had a significant amount of unique users go through my Pixel. And as you can see, I'll target different things on and off. And so during this time period, I experimented with ads where people didn't have to click on anything. They just had to view what was happening, but they still viewed the page a little bit. And so they still kind of clicked on the link and looked at some of the options, but they didn't go through a second choice. And so these people are not primed to actually click through. These people are primed to click through. And so even as of the time of this recording, I have 18 views, 6 conversions, 33% click-through rate. So let's look at by country. So most of these people are in the United States. I'm currently running on only ads in the United States and one person in Germany. So that's probably my homie Hal Warren. So shout out to Hal. If you ever see this video, Hal, thank you. And then we got the source of the links. So most of them are through Instagram, one of them through Threads. And then we have by link. So 2 people have gone to Spotify, which is a recent change. I was not promoting Spotify for quite a long time. And then I went back to promoting Spotify in order to just see what happens in this conversion campaign. And then 2 people have gone to Apple Music. One person has went to my YouTube page. I don't know if they have subscribed yet, but another person clicked on my mail list to join, which is really great. Like I really like those odds. And then there's an acronym called UTM. I'm not sure what that means. Actually, I'm not that smart. So I'm not sure what UTM means, but it's kind of like behind the scenes pulling some of that metadata for these click-throughs. Also, when you're looking at your analytics, you can see it in chart view or the table view like I had it. Chart view is really cool because you can see how many times people load your smart link and also how many times people click it in comparison. And you can watch and see if these things are kind of a mismatch. And as you can see, like here's the mismatch here where I was running only view campaigns or reach campaigns, I guess they're called, in Facebook. And so I wasn't getting a lot of traffic out of this smart URL. So you can see the digital footprint in the last 30 days, 1% of people on desktop, 98% of people on mobile, 60% from iOS, Instagram, 33% from Android, Instagram, Chrome, and Windows, respectively. And then here's a geographic background. I'm going to do the last 30 days because I feel like that's when I've been moving my campaign. Mostly 78% in the United States. Got some traffic in Ethiopia, France, Germany, United Kingdom, Sweden, India, and then Russia. And then I got a few spots here and there throughout different countries. So in the past 90 days, a little bit more global reach. So that's it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I appreciate you watching this video. Let me know what you think about Submithub Links. And then make sure you share this video with somebody that might get something out of it. Until next time, it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ. Peace. We ain't felt this. Loose in a minute. Little ice in my drink. Feel smooth when I sip it. No rules, put the tip in. Not looking at you, no clues when I fit in. Tunnel vision when I came in the game. All natural, no tame.